Ninth inning, we're all tied at 3. Orioles, Rangers. New pitcher for Texas. It's Robert Garcia.
Or sweep the series. Well, listen, they gotta get this one first. Robert Garcia on in the ninth inning, left-hander, and so
Robert Garcia in 32.1 innings pitched, an ERA at 2.78, 30 strikeouts, 11 walks, and a batting average allowed at 224, and a pinch hitter here for the Orioles, Emmanuel Rivera.
Sanchez to catcher today. The injury to Chadwick Trump, who left the game with more back tightness. 3-3 the score. Great crowd on a Monday night, 27,420. And that's paid attendance.
And here we go, first pitch in the ninth inning. From the lefty Garcia to the righty Rivera.
Garcia
is a strike at the corner. Strike one.
High strike to Rivera. Rivera was just recalled from AAA Norfolk on Saturday. This is his second go-round with the Orioles this year.
That's a fly ball into right field. Adolis had his back turned. He got sent back, but he's there to make the catch. 1 out. And now the Orioles order flips over to the top, and here's Jackson Holliday to the plate.
Always big to get the first out, especially that bottom of the order when that lineup turns over.
How do you deal with Holliday with the bases empty? Jackson Holliday, 1 for 4.
Handsome
so far tonight.
Jackson Holliday, 1 for 4.
Ninth inning and a tie game. Nothing new for the Rangers.
A single and a run scored for Holliday, and
Holliday takes one off the plate, ball 1.
And a fastball from Garcia that misses. It's ball 1.
Rangers got 6 fantastic innings from Patrick Corbin tonight. Did not have his good stuff.
Another slider that misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes on Holliday.
And just battled out there.
Made a hitter's count here.
Kept his team in it. Quality start. 6 strikeouts. Bullpen has had it. From
In there, strike 1. Slider right down the pipe.
And he drops a strike into Holliday, 2-1.
Those are, in a way, fun starts to watch. They're more fun when you're watching guys just dominate, strike a lot.
2-1 delivery.
You don't have your stuff. And
That's in there. Strike 2. Fastball that did look a little bit off the plate, but got the call.
Decision, and hopefully you can be celebrating here pretty soon with your teammates. A big win.
Jackson Holliday did not like the call from the home plate umpire. The count's 2-2 now. He's got to protect. Here's the payoff. And he got him looking. Fastball on the edge of the plate. Freezes Holliday, and there's 2 gone in the top of the ninth. Backwards K.
Just a perfect lefty on lefty slider. Good call on that, Dave. You can see where Holliday's hip is and his front foot. He's bailing. Impossible to get the bat if you step there.
His body was in the.
And here's Ramon Laureano, who's 3 for 4 tonight. And Garcia drops in a changeup for strike 1.
Laureano takes a strike.
At the knees. 2 doubles, a single, and a run for Laureano, his 4th 3-hit game this season.
See if Garcia has an answer for his hot
swing and a miss.
2 doubles,
couldn't find the inside fastball, and Laureano's quickly down 0-2.
Garcia trying to make it a perfect night. Robert ready again.
And the payoff descended to the bottom of the ninth, all tied. And did that hit him?
Laureano. It's almost like he was asking, well, did I get hit or not?
He did not. Ball 1.
Yeah, probably trying to go up and in. But it does say move the feet.
Woo. 1-2 offering from Garcia. And he struck him out. Ball got away, and Higgy runs up and tags him as Laureano does not attempt to run to first. We're all tied at 3, heading to the bottom of the ninth. Are we destined for another extra inning classic at Globe Life? Or can the Rangers walk it off? We'll see when we come back. Bottom of the ninth, all tied at 3. Orioles closer Felix Bautista is in the game. 28.2 innings pitched, an ERA at 2.83, 41 strikeouts to 18 walks, and a 150 batting average for Felix. And he'll get the bottom of the Rangers order. It's Josh to lead things off. He's hitless tonight. First pitch. Misses outside, ball 1 with a sinker.
With ball 1. Mountain, you ask? He's 6'8", nearly 300 pounds.
1-0 offering.
Pitch to Young.
Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Sinker by him at 97 for strike 1.
Yeah, this is one of the biggest guys. We're not close to the field up here, but this guy in person is huge from this distance.
When asked if he didn't play baseball, what he would do, he said, "I'd be the Empire State Building."
1-1 delivery.
1-1.
Josh gets a piece of it.
That's 1-2.
You heard that before, or did you make that one up? Tell you what, I thought.
Or the Jungle Gym at my kid's school. Right? I mean, keep a lot of kids entertained for a long time.
Payoff.
1-2.
Got him.
And he strikes out Young. One away.
Blew the sinker by him at 97 for the first out.
Just a heater up with nice movement up and in.
And Josh strikes out sinking as he swung under that one. He's 0 for 4. And the first batter that Felix faces is retired.
I know they call it a sinker. It has no sink to it. It almost.
And now here's Higgy. He's 1 for 3. Playing catcher tonight. And Felix misses high with the sinker. Ball 1.
Change the name to his sinker. There's no sink.
And it used to be if you threw a sinker, you threw it the bottom third of the strike zone or below it.
Yeah, there's supposed to be downward movement to the sinker.
1-0 delivery. It was high. Higgy checked his swing. He didn't go. And he's now ahead. 2 balls and no strikes in the count.
Tough and uncomfortable at bat no matter who you are. Gosh, Yoka, pretty slow heart rate to.
Higgy's 1 for 3, a single.
Calmly.
In a hitter's count here, the 2-0.
Higgy's 1 for 3 tonight.
Upstairs, ball 3.
The manager's seat right now. It's 3-0. Higgy gets on base.
Felix is starting to lose Higgy here.
Orioles have lost their DH. He's 6'8". He's taking 2 seconds to throw the ball. I think you have to lose your DH and pinch run and try to steal second.
3-0. That's a strike as Higgy takes all the way. Sinker. Now 3-1.
Well, who do you run? Durant, I guess?
Yeah.
Keep in mind, the Rangers are a little short-handed on the bench as it is. Carter not here with a 3-1.
Higgy hits a high fly ball to left field, but it's foul. And the count is full. Man, he hit it hard.
A little bit out in front. Dennis Rodman, nice rebound.
Get another one of those and keep it fair. We're celebrating.
Full count delivery. Misses down inside, ball 4. Higgy draws a walk, and the Rangers have the game-winning run at first base for the 9-hitter, center fielder Michael Hellman.
Center using there, I think. You see Boch looking around the dugout. Maybe that's exactly what he's asking, and indeed it is. So
and we're going to get a pinch runner. Higgy's done.
Behind the plate who's not real good.
Ezekiel Duran will pinch run for Higgy at first base. And we'll get a pinch hitter as well as Alejandro Ozuna.
Unrest on the bases. 1 out.
Will pinch hit for Michael Hellman.
Meanwhile, Ozuna will hit for Hellman.
I want Durant to try to steal on one of the first 3 pitches.
Do you need Osuna to take.
No. If he likes a pitch, he can hit.
O'Hearn playing
We're
close
running
to the
and he
bag.
hits the ball in the gap, we're celebrating.
At first base. Durant getting the lead.
And leading.
And they'll throw over at first. Durant slides in safely.
Sometimes you give a bad move, but you can't do that in today's game with only 2 pickoffs, because you couldn't be any slower to first base than that on a pickoff.
Durant's going.
Pitches up and out. No throw even offered.
And he'll take second unopposed. The Rangers have the winning run in scoring position as Gary Sanchez could not even get a throw off before Durant stole second. Bautista took too long to the plate.
It's a long time for him to get the ball to home plate. And then it's Sanchez behind the dish. He might throw the ball in the left field.
Right.
Durant's got a big lead over there at second. Gunner's playing close to the bag. First pitch. Oh, Durant's going to third. Throw from Sanchez. It gets away from Arias, but it stays in the infield. And Ezekiel Durant with 2 steals. And the Rangers are 90 feet away from walking it off.
Great job.
Wow.
Make it easy, and Sanchez tries
2 straight pitches, 2 straight steals. Looking like Sam Haggerty the other day.
It's a nice job of keeping the ball in the infield.
And now if Alejandro Ozuna can lift one deep enough into the outfield, the Rangers will win it. It's 1-1 as that was a strike on the last pitch. The 1-1 from Felix. Swing and a
That's
miss.
strike 2.
Offered at the high heat, couldn't find it.
Okay, well, they've done everything they can so far with what they've been given. A walk, pinch run with Durant. He takes second, he takes third.
Anything in the dirt, be ready to go. He ain't going to block it softly. If he gets away
Durant
with
at
5
third,
feet,
the winning run. The payoff from Felix. He's ahead 1-2.
Long hold. Now the 1-2.
Ozuna strikes out swinging.
He's out swinging.
Sinker up high. Felix blows it by him at 99. And with 2 outs, the bottom of the 9th and the winning run at third, the Rangers order flips over to the top. Back-to-back lefties that Felix will have to face. It's Sam Haggerty.
For the Rangers, didn't get it done with 1 out. The infield's back, so now
Haggerty's 0 for 4. Flew out in his last at-bat. A hit wins it. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Runner at third. Game all tied. First pitch.
Bautista to the plate. Haggerty takes up and out.
Up and out. Ball 1.
The quiet night for Haggerty, who has been such a spark plug for this team this year.
Durant getting his lead at third. Arias is over there.
In a big way. Durant really creeping down that line.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss.
Here's what
Sinker blown by him at 99.
Throw a split finger low here.
The Rangers cannot catch up to Felix's heaters.
I think he's going to stick with a 99 to 100 at the top of the zone, because I don't think he wants Sanchez to have the chance to try to block his split low.
Haggerty hits a soft ground ball right to Jackson Hall. They flip the first, and we're going to extra innings. Deja vu again.
Anticipation in the crowd here. Rangers got a man to third.
Another extra inning game for the Rangers. Their fans got to be sick of it at this point. We'll be right back for the 10th inning in Globe Live.
Behind the plate now.
Extra innings.
Ozuna stays in the game in left field.
Jonaheim
And
catching.
Haggerty will slide over to
Ozuna
center.
left. Haggerty center.
4 straight extra innings.
Robert Garcia stays out there,
for the
lefty-lefty,
Rangers.
and he'll step
Garcia
off.
will check that runner at second
And the
base.
placement runner at second is Ramon Laureano. Gunnar will lead off the top of the 10th. It's lefty-lefty. Gunnar struggles in this situation. He's hitless tonight already, too. First pitch.
The last out, last inning.
Gunnar fouls it off.
Henderson fouled away for a strike. It does tie the Rangers' record for most consecutive extra innings games, going back to
4 consecutive extra inning games for the Rangers. Their last time they did that was September 16th through 19th, 2002 against Seattle. Were 3 of those games.
The last team to play an
Or extra
game
innings.
in 2025.
Is that right? We were right. That's true. I forgot about that.
Garcia misses outside to Gunnar. Counts tied up at 1 apiece.
The Orioles have won 1 extra innings game this year. They've lost 3 others. 1-1.
Gunner's late on that fastball. It's 1-2. Rangers got action in the pen.
John Armstrong ready the bullpen when and if needed. And that might be for the next hitter. Garcia can take care of the left-handed hitting Gunnar Henderson.
The payoff from Garcia to Gunnar. And Gunnar fouls it back again.
1-2.
That was interesting. It registered as a slider. I don't know if that ever moved. It was 88.
Field back. Here's the
1-2. Gunnar hits a high fly ball to deep left field, and the Orioles have the lead. Gunnar Henderson smokes one to right field, and the Orioles start off the 10th with a blast.
A jump back in front, 5-3.
Garcia might have been really tired there. That slider before had no movement, and that was a hanging slider. This one was asking to be hit very hard, and it was.
Gunnar Henderson to deep right field. He pimped it. Hell of a backflip. It was a laser. 107 off the bat, nearly to the second deck.
Swing by Gunnar Henderson.
And it's 5-3 Orioles in the 10th inning.
Rangers will bring in Sean Armstrong with bases empty and nobody out.
And we'll get a pitching change. Sean Armstrong will come in. Be right back from Globe Life. Orioles out front. Back to the 10th inning. Bases clean, no outs. First pitch is outside, ball 1 to Gary Sanchez, who's 2 for 4. Sean Armstrong in 33 games this year has a 3-3 record in 35 innings pitched. ERA at 3.09, 38 strikeouts to 14 walks. And he paints one on the inside corner. 1-1.
Gunnar Henderson. Boy, look back now, and it's a little late. They start with Laureano at second base. Henderson, one of their better hitters.
Gary Sanchez tags one to deep left center. It stays up, though, in the yard, and Ozuna makes the catch. 1 out.
1 away. I guess if I could go back.
Now here's the third baseman, Ramon Arias.
Yeah.
Mark Gunnar Henderson, that's easy to say now.
Well, and look, I was thinking about it, but you went with Garcia. Garcia did his job in the 9th inning, but you're having to force these guys to go out there for an extra out because you just can't get the runner from third home with less than 2 outs in these
Sweeper
games.
in the dirt, ball 1.
And so it puts a little bit of pressure on Bochy to try to extend relievers who are more 1-inning relievers to get you a 4th out, to sit down in the dugout for 10 or 15 minutes and then get back out there and pitch. And
1-0.
You know, hindsight, yeah, you'd say we're just going to put Armstrong out
Up
there
and in,
start the inning
fastball.
off, and
2 balls and no
Henderson
strikes on
we're gonna
Ramon
go first
Arias.
and second, nobody out with Armstrong instead, but
2-0 to Arias.
3-0. Armstrong can't find the zone right now, and Arias might draw a walk.
It is a roller coaster ride being a baseball fan.
3-0.
So many great moments.
In there, strike 1. As Arias takes all the way, fastball at the knees.
Hellman's wild dash from first. A great job by Duran to steal second, then steal third. Set up the opportunity in the 9th inning.
Can Armstrong call back in the count? He can make it a full count. Arias gets a piece of a cutter. It's 3-2.
And then it's a gut punch. And, you know, that's just sort of the ebbs and flows of a game and oftentimes the season. The Rangers just battling, it seems like, every night to get back to
1 out. Orioles lead 5-3. Bases clean. Pull count delivery. And Arias fouls it back.
I'll give you another big moment in this game where it was excitement, and it was when Semien had moved to second on the wild pitch after the base hit, and Garcia got the base hit up the middle, but Holiday dove and kept it in front of him. He didn't catch it clean, but he knocked it down, and then the Rangers struck out.
Urias pops it foul. Heim gives it a look, and it goes into the seats.
2 outs, you had Smith coming up, and he couldn't get the job done. So you've had multiple opportunities to win this game without it going extra innings.
But it's not an official game until we do get to the 10th inning anymore.
Another 3-2 pitch. And Urias gets called looking. Called strike 3. Down goes Urias. That was a generous call. Sinker a little outside, but got the call. 2 down.
You know, those are always interesting because you look, it's just a centimeter off of the dish.
And now here's the hitless Colton Cowser.
Sometimes
he's 0 for 4.
Say, hey, those are too close to take.
And he goes ahead in the count, 1-0. That's a fastball from Sean Armstrong, misses.
But to me, that's my theory is those are too close to take.
I'm with you on that. That's a little
ball
long.
2.
2 balls and no strikes.
Cutter down.
10th inning, the Rangers will have Haggerty at second base with Seager coming up.
Hitters count for Cowser. Missed up and outside. 3-0 as Armstrong again cannot find the strike zone to start off a hitter.
They would still be in about the best position you could hope for under the circumstances. Down 2 is really not a great position to be in.
3-0. Cowser tanks one to right field. That's out of here. It's 6-3 Orioles.
With a blast to right field.
Another no-doubt home run to right.
So now it is
7th of the year for Colton Cowser. And it's a 3-run Orioles lead.
That was squared up. 425 feet.
That was hit well,
and both of them were lefties who hit it.
4 more weeks in that Orioles uniform, because I think there's a lot of teams
that one got out of here in a hurry. 114 off the bat from Cowser. And now here's another lefty in Baltimore's lineup. It's Ryan O'Hearn.
3-run 10th inning.
And he takes one into there for strike 1.
Well, it goes almost without saying that the big innings and extras are always the visiting team. And sometimes they're just ridiculous.
Ryan O'Hearn, ground ball. Right to Semien, throw to first. That'll do it for the top of the 10th. But Gunnar Henderson and Colton Cowser destroy 2 home runs to right and have the Orioles up 6-3, 3 outs away from a W. We'll be right back. Bottom of the 10th. Orioles 6, Rangers 3. New pitcher Keegan Aiken will come in to try and put the Rangers away. He's appeared in 38 games this season, 2-0 record. He has blown 2 saves this season. In 37-inning pitch, he's got an ERA at 2.92. And Sam Haggerty is the placement runner at second. The Rangers need 3 runs to tie, 4 to win. And Corey Seager hits a high fly ball to left field. It's going to stay in the yard. Cowser makes the catch right in front of the track. Throws it in, and Haggerty stays put at second. 1 pitch, 1 out. To start off the bottom of the 10th, and here's Marcus Semien, who's 2 for 2.
The Rangers get to their 8-hole spot, 7th in this inning. It would be the pitcher coming up. We've teased that tomorrow is Jacob deGrom Day. But I'm going to tease that I would use Jacob deGrom in that situation to hit.
That's a strike at the knees to start off Semien. A slider.
He's the best hitting pitcher on the staff?
Yes. Now, it doesn't look like he's getting ready to hit. That would be an issue.
Slider down and out.
Go out on a limb.
Count is evened at 1 apiece. Marcus Semien, 2 walks, 2-run homer, and a single today.
With 3 home runs.
The 1-1 pitch. Semien hits one, foul down the third base line. It's 1-2.
9 doubles. 488 OPS. Am I not convincing Jacob deGrom to go grab a bat and take some swings downstairs?
I think he's already thinking about tomorrow.
Keegan Aiken is one pitch away from getting 2 outs and only 5 pitches in the frame. Here's the payoff, and Semien hits a slow roller. O'Hearn has to get it, and he can't even field it. Marcus Semien gets the first on an infield hit. Haggerty to third, and the Rangers have the game-tying run at the plate, and it's Adolis.
Well, this is Aiken's fault. Aiken falls off, and he decides to go for the ball. He's got to make a better read there. I don't know if he's going to beat Semien to the base. He's hustling the whole way. He said, here it is.
Well,
Got a chance again.
big spot here for Texas.
Had a chance in the ninth. Now
One
you're
swing of the
down
bat
by
will
3.
tie it for
You've got a
Adolis.
chance.
If he can put this one in the seats. First pitch. Taken in there, strike one. Fastball a little inside.
Every single pitch tonight.
Adolis is 1 for 4.
Single pitch.
A single. This is his only hit tonight.
Batting for the 5th time tonight.
0-1 delivery. Misses high.
Another heater.
And the count is tied up at 1.
Incredible how much teams are committed at this point to just throwing in heat.
Inning-ending double play ball in effect for the Orioles. A sac fly is there as well, but that's not what the Rangers want as Adolis call time.
Take time out here. 1-1.
All it takes is to time one up.
The Orioles have blown 22 leads. 6th most in the MLB as Adolis fouls that pitch off to stay alive. One, two runners at the corners. Down 3. Payoff. Misses high. What a catch by Sanchez to save it from going into the backstop.
18 pitches tonight, 18 fastballs.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Adolis.
Some point you think that would almost make you
Crowd is getting amped up. The 2-2. Misses high. The count is full.
full count. Now listen, the walk here puts a tying run on base.
Jonah Heim is on deck. Full count delivery with runners at the corners. 1 out. Adolis hits a high fly ball. This game is tied. Oh my gosh. We're all tied at 6. Home run number 10 of the year. And it's the biggest one of the season for El Bombi. Adolis Garcia doing Adolis Garcia things.
Right back out of the dirt.
Oh my gosh.
And it is 6-6.
On a full count.
Number 20 fastball.
Down by
It
3.
was.
Tie game.
He timed one up.
And he knew it right away.
Seam fastball. Middle away.
What a bat flip. What a celebration from Adolis Garcia. Look at the emotion. Jonah Heim fouls out the first pitch he sees.
17 feet.
Oh my gosh.
Catches it out in front.
Jonah Heim was a little late on that one. He's quickly down 0-2. He fouled it off. First base side.
Say that's a home run.
That's probably what he was saying. Oh, man. The coolest part about a roller coaster is that sometimes you think the ride is done. And then all of a sudden, it's another one of those wild dips or climbs. This one's had a couple of loop-de-loops.
Heim down 0-2. Keegan Aiken trying to put him away. Heim fouls it off first base side again. And he stays alive.
Almost almost the exact same spot as Marcus Simeon's home run.
That's just good, clean fun. I don't care who you are.
Another 0-2. Himes, slow dribbler, right to Arias. Throw to first. In time. 2 outs.
In time to get Jonah. 2 gone.
And the last hope for the Rangers of potentially walking it off in the bottom of the 10th is Josh Smith.
So Josh Smith. One more chance to maybe prevent this from going to an 11th inning.
Josh Smith is 0 for 2. A ground down to strikeout. Lefty against Aiken. First pitch. Jam shot foul.
Strike 1.
He's wearing the same size helmet in the red as he does in the blue.
Now, we've had fans stop us now and ask, hey, can you ask Josh what's going on with the helmet? But it's not just Josh.
0-1. Strike 2. Slider at the bottom of the zone. Good pitch there from Aiken. And now 1 pitch. To send it to the 11th. Aiken fires and misses down with the slider. A ball and 2 strikes on Smith.
Well, if this does go another one, your guy is ready to go.
Holby's warming up in the pen for the Rangers in case there's an 11th inning. Game outside at 6-1-2, and Josh Smith lifts one. Down in foul territory, and Arias will make the catch. And we'll head to the 11th inning after Adolis Garcia with a no-doubt home run to left field. What a home run. We'll be right back, all tied at 6. An improbable 11th inning. 11th inning.
So here we go.
Holby's in.
11th inning.
Lefty against Seti to start it off.
Is it second
And a
base?
sweeper that misses outside, ball 1. Replacement runner at second, I believe, was Ryan
I'm surprised
O'Hara.
that lefty on lefty, Mullins isn't squaring around to sack here. You just don't do it as the visiting
1-0. Jam shot. It's put in play. In foul territory is Josh, and he makes the catch. 1 out. Had the reach over the little wall over there, and he makes the catch anyway. Josh Young won a play.
Boy, nice play. Knows where he's at. Puts the hand out. Has enough room.
Woo.
Gets a big
Over by the
first
cameras
out.
over there, and makes the catch to prevent damaging a camera.
Well, that's huge. And now,
So, 1 out.
Orioles.
O'Hearn at second, the go-ahead run,
Here.
and a pinch hitter because the Orioles lost their DH after Chadwick Tromp got hurt. Luis Vasquez
Right now we see the result.
is
Sure, yeah,
the
he's
pinch
gonna
hitter.
say now, right? But yeah, I think there's a lot of sense in doing that. For me, I guess I want to get the man to third. Right? I mean,
Especially lefty.
Here we go, first pitch.
Side
Sweeper that runs too far outside, ball
and
1.
it's not like Mullins is
Inside, actually.
locked in any way that you want to think that.
Holby a lefty,
you're
Luis
fearful of the
Vasquez a
bat.
righty. 1-0 offering. Up and in, ball
Miller
2.
is up, and it's 2-0.
Obviously, I haven't been following all the Orioles games, but we've been following the Ranger games. Man, these bullpen guys, they are battling right now. If you think
That's a one in the middle, in the center field base hit.
Center field.
Here comes O'Hearn. The throw to the plate is cut off, and the Orioles have the lead. Well, they got the out at second.
Now they want to check
Vasquez
Vasquez
got too aggressive and got out at second, but the Orioles have the lead.
Sure, why you wouldn't?
As Luis Vasquez hit one by the outreached arm of Corey Seager.
And they are going to ask for a
As
review.
Tony Mansolino will ask for a review, O'Hearn does score.
Here's the announcement.
Baltimore is challenging the outlaw at second base.
Holby hits one, O'Hearn up the middle, past Seager. O'Hearn on his horse around third, gets the call to go home. The throw's cut off. They go to second. Seager won a throw to possibly get the out. Vasquez sliding, Semion's tag, Looks like he's safe.
Safe.
Looks safe on that angle. This angle's too blurry.
I think he's safe.
Yeah,
That's not Seager, that's Josh who threw it. He looks safe unless he came off the bag with that left hand.
It'll be a single in RBI and advancing on the throw. I'll wait to get the official announcement here from Chris Guccione. Pretty easy though. So run is in.
So the Orioles have the lead.
So I guess
thanks to Luis Vazquez's RBI single.
We were discussing a moment ago. Here we go.
After review, the call in the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Baltimore will retain their challenge.
And Luis Vazquez is safe. Tony Mansolino wins the challenge. The Orioles have the lead. Thanks to an RBI single from Luis Vazquez, and he advances to second.
For Jackson Holiday, 11th inning here, 7-6 Baltimore.
Now the Orioles order flips over to the top. Jackson Holiday to the plate. He's 1 for 5 with a single and a run scored.
Holiday is 1 for 5. This hit coming back in the
First pitch. Downstairs, ball 1.
He doesn't seem to love this lefty-on-lefty sidearm matchup. We saw him bail on Garcia. That first one, he was stepping in the bucket.
Yeah.
Holiday reaches his bat out there and fouls it off. A sweeper that was inside. It's 1-1. Lefty-lefty here. Hobie lefty. Holiday lefty. 1-1 count. Vazquez at second. The Orioles with a 1-run lead now.
Milner ready.
That's a sweeper down. It's 2 balls and a strike on Holiday.
Again, because they used 3 men off the bench already. Evan Carter, not with a team today. Out with a personal matter.
Outside, 3-1.
Meanwhile, Baltimore, they do still have 1 man left, Jordan Westberg. Other than that, they're pretty well tapped out.
3-1.
Thinning out as well.
That's in there. Strike 2.
Full count.
Sinker right down the pipe with 88, and the count's full on Holiday. 7-6 Orioles lead. Vazquez at second. Full count delivery from Hobie, and he missed just outside with a sinker, and Jackson Holiday draws a walk.
Vindicated. That one was off the plate. Maddox will head out.
And we'll get a visit from the pitching coach.
Miller could use a ground ball. And Hobie, you mentioned it, Mike. There's nobody really pitching at full strength right now. But Milner, it's kind of getting to the ridiculous point for him. He's now pitching in well, this is the 20th time he's pitched now in the last 35 games. Yeah. It is constant. He is out there pretty much every night.
I guess he's not Mike Marshall, but he's getting close to it.
He is. Yeah.
I think he had is 106.
It was 100 and change. You're right.
For the record for a season.
And then
1 out, 2 on. Vazquez at second. Holiday now at first after the walk. Here's Ramon Laureano, who's 3 for 5 today.
Which back in the 80s as they
Laureano fouls off the first pitch he sees. It's 0-1.
Laureano, he's had the big game offensively.
Step off at second, the throw! And Vazquez gets back.
He had the runner picked off, but nobody was covering.
He had him leaning. But
yeah, Mike Marshall, 106 appearances.
0-1. Laureano turns on 1 to left. That's down for a base hit. Ozuna spins, fires it in. Vazquez scores easily. It's 8-6 Orioles. Ramon Laureano with another double. 4 hits for Ramon Laureano. And it's 8-6 Orioles in the 11th with only 1 out. And there's 2 in scoring position. Holiday stops at third.
Gets to it. The ball got inside. Tough. I know these relievers aren't going to make any excuses, but this is really tough on these guys.
Here's Gunnar. 1 out, 2 in scoring position. That's in there. Strike 1. Sinker.
Strike 1. Gunnar.
Another lefty-lefty situation for Gunnar, but he took Aiken deep.
Would add a homer a little later in the inning.
Or not Aiken, Robert Garcia. And Gunnar Henderson hits one to deep right field. That's off the base of the wall. That'll score 2. Jackson Holiday's in. Gunnar to second. The throw gets away. It does score 2. It's 10-6 Orioles. They're pouring it on.
Laureano was right on Holiday's tail. And so it's now a
Gunnar with an RBI double.
This ball smashed. 108.
2 lefty-lefty situations and 2 long hits to right field. 1 with a home run, 1 that nearly left. First pitch to Gary Sanchez, catches the corner, strike 1.
10-6.
Got action in the Rangers' pen. It's Luke Jackson. That's a changeup that misses down 1-1.
1-1.
We've been talking a lot about DeGrom tomorrow. He might want to come out. He might have to throw a complete game.
Yeah. There'll be some pressure to eat some innings.
Hobie steps off.
Look back at second. That year when Marshall went 106 appearances and pitched to a 2.42 ERA, really good. On the Cy Young.
1-1. Gary Sanchez, slow ground ball right to Josh. Throw to first, retires him. 2 gone.
And they get Sanchez. 2 gone.
You know, a major part of him throwing that many innings.
And now another
swimming.
crack of things for Ramon Arias.
Torn us out.
Yeah, in the mornings he would go swimming.
When I was in Little League, my coaches used to always tell me, no swimming on the day of the game. Why was that?
I guess they thought you'd
First
be
pitch.
waterlogged getting there.
At the knees, strike 1.
Somebody ring out Raymond. We need him to go stand in the outfield.
Probably they just didn't want you being out in the sun,
Yeah.
wasting that energy.
Oh, yeah.
0-1.
'Cause, you know,
Swing and a miss. Chase the changeup.
to play.
That's nothing in 2 on Arias with 2 outs and Gunnar at second.
Hey, man. Get out of my personal life, all right? I want to go swimming.
Payoff.
Pitch.
And misses inside.
In. 4-run,
Ball
11th
1.
inning for the Orioles. Phenomenal effort to come back after that 3-run 10th and tie it.
Another changeup that
But,
spiked,
they
and it's
really
2-2.
asked the Rangers to come back and somehow figure this one out. That said, you never know. I would not have expected to be in the 11th inning tonight.
Missed up high, and the count is full. Hobie had Arias in an 0-2 hole, and 3 straight misses, and the count, just like that, is full.
He knows that he's pitching at
With 2 outs and the runner at second. Full count delivery. And Arias draws a walk after he was down 0-2. 4 straight misses from Hobie. And 2 runners on now for the Orioles with 2 outs in the 11th and a 4-run lead. Here's Colton Cowser to the plate.
Home run in the 10th inning. Mike Maddox checking in down there. See how Luke Jackson's doing. I mean, I'm sure they would love to avoid having to bring Jackson in here.
Stinks that he has to warm
2
up.
on, 2 out.
It does. Agreed.
First pitch to Cowser is outside. Ball 1.
We've seen Milner, Armstrong, Martin, Webb. Only 3 relievers left.
Cowser turns on one to right, but Adolis is there to make the catch. And the Rangers get out of this nightmare 11th inning, giving up 4 runs. And it's 10-6 Orioles, 3 outs away from winning it. Let's see if they can this time.
Almost just giving up like an exasperated parent.
Andrew Kittredge is in with a 4-run cushion. 16 games this year. He's appeared in 16 innings and an ERA just over 5.
Did it for us last time, Dave, with the blown save situation. How are we with the save
Josh
situation?
Smith is the placement runner for the Rangers.
I guess this isn't a save. Right?
Yeah, that's a good point. Not safe. Goodness.
Can they pull off a miracle? Or can the Orioles lock it down? First batter is the 7-hitter, Josh. Playing third, he's 0 for 4. First pitch. And that's in there, strike 1.
Strike 1.
I think he was taken the whole way there.
Kittredge.
And Josh goes too far on a slider outside. He chased it. He's quickly down 0-2.
Young hitless in 4 tries tonight.
Payoff. Got a piece of it to stay alive.
Well, the Rangers need a whole lot of base runners. So whatever it takes for Young to get on and get lighter to the plate.
0-2 again. And it's a slider that misses outside. Ball 1.
Get Jeff lighter to the plate because he will be batting. And he is.
Wow.
There's a break. Young.
Slider that looked pretty good. But Kittredge doesn't get the call. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Josh.
Kittredge sets.
Josh jam shot. It's popped up. Ramon Arias in foul territory gives way to Gunnar, and he makes the catch. 1 out. And now, one of the rarities in these days, where there's DHs for everybody.
Come on, Jack. Get ahead.
Jack Leiter, the pitcher,
Be the first hit in his big league career.
is going to have an at-bat.
Not even bothering to look. So, by the way, his helmet has the number 35 on the back. As if you've always been prepared for this moment. That is amazing.
That's a new helmet that they can quickly
Got
put
his helmet that has a number on the back. His number. Cool. First pitch. Leiter takes an inside sinker that's painted by Kittredge. Strike 1. 0-2. Sinker in there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Leiter has taken both pitches.
It was the last time we saw.
He might be taken all the way.
By pitchers in a ball game.
Payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Chase the slider outside, and Jack Leiter strikes out.
Both teams lost their DH.
Rangers down to their final out. That was a very ugly at-bat from Jack Leiter.
They scored like crazy.
And now here's Alejandro Ozuna.
Last chance for the Rangers.
First pitch. Ozuna skies it foul.
Strike
0-1.
10 runs, 15 hits. An error.
The rookie came in for Michael Hellman.
Baltimore's left 10 men on base. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors.
Trying to start a rally. And Kittredge misses with a fastball outside. Ball 1.
4th straight.
Counts even at 1 apiece.
Make
Make that 1-2 as Ozuna chases an inside slider, and the Rangers are down to their final strike. And here we go. This is for the win.
4 or 5 starts. This time you might.
Kittredge fires, and Ozuna taps it foul.
If he can keep up what he's been doing.
Smith was on the move before that pitch was delivered. He was just kind of jogging to third base. But as soon as foul ball makes him have to return to second.
1-2.
The 1-2.
Ozuna high fly ball.
Deep out to right.
Laureano is at the wall. He makes the catch. And the Orioles win in 11, 10-6.
First big league home run by that much.
What a ball game it was.
But the Rangers come up short 10-6.
See y'all later. RB out. Peace.
Innings tonight.